It's on, Mother. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Veda? Start, Nana? Nana, video రావట్లే, ఆడియో రావట్లేదురా, వినిపించట్లేదు.
Yes, Mataji.
ఆడియో వినిపించట్లేదు నాన్న.
Play చేసాం Mataji.
Did you hear, dear devotees? I didn't hear any. You didn't, right?
I think they're muting it. That's why it's not. We can't hear. I guess.
Okay. No. Maybe now.
Himself.
No.
How is Bhagavatam doing Paritrana?
Yes, thank you. From the beginning. Thank you. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundara. Srimati Radharani.
Shri Radha Madhav ki jaya. How is Srimad Bhagavatam Krishna himself? How is Bhagavatam doing Paritranaya Sadhuna? How is it rescuing the pious souls? By explaining the pastimes of the Lord. This is why Guru Tattva is not limited to time, place, and person. So, life, turning points happen in their life. Paramatma sitting in our heart knows if we are hesitant, if we are just trying a little bit, or showing him trying a little bit, or if we're really trying, and if we are like, it's up to you, Krishna, you please take over. So all held high in the Jatajuta of Lord Shiva. Guru Bhogi versus internal Guru Nishtha. Guru Nishtha is the bija for Namruchi. Namruchi is the fountainhead of Jivadaya and Vaishnava Seva. This is the body, this is the family, these are the people around. The whole life is spent in this consciousness. In actuality, it's the Lord. It's the Lord and our eternal family. That's the actuality. Such an illusion, right? He realized that the mind is the problem. Not anybody else around, anything around, but it's the mind. And he also realized that his miseries will go away if the mind is meditating on Supreme Lord. And that's why he says, Etam sastaya paratmanishtam adhyasitam purvatamair maharshibihi aham tarishyami durantaparam tamo mukundagri nishevayaiva. Because when there is simple living, there is a lot of time for higher thinking. Yeah, there is a lot of time and lot of space in the mind for higher thinking. But when we are so much caught up with our jobs, after Lord Ram broke Shivadanas, and Sita Devi wanted to garland Lord Ram, but Lord Ram is tall. Sita Devi is shorter than Lord Ram. But Kshatriyas would not bow down. And what to do? How can Sita Devi garland Lord Ram? Then Lakshmana was there. And Lakshmana thought, okay, I need to do something about it. So he goes and bows down and touches the feet of Lord Ram. And then, because Lakshman came and touched his feet, Ram has to bow down to pick up Lakshmana. And that's when, just then, Sita Devi, she garlands Lord Ram. Go with this bhakti with all sincerity and determination as you take this route out. And it's not a one-day thing, one-time thing. As these roots come out, we get shaken repeatedly. Repeatedly getting shaken means the roots are coming out, anathas are coming out. So in a way, it's good. Because all the unwanted things are being uprooted. So we hold on tight to the lotus feet of Lord Hari, Nama, the seva that is given, and then continue the bhakti with the devotees. Harirhi nirguna sakshat purusha prakrite paraha sasarvadrit upadrishtaha tam bhajan nirguno bhavet. Harihi nirguna sakshat. He doesn't have these gunas. He's beyond modes. Purusha prakrite para. Para, beyond Purusha and Prakrita. And he does not have these modes, contamination of these modes. Sasarvadrik upadrishta. He is supervising from above. He's not touched by the modes, beyond the modes. Tam bhajan, whoever does the bhajan of Hari, nirguno bhave. That's why they also reach the transcendence. And first canto, second canto, third canto, fourth canto, fifth canto, sixth canto, seventh canto, eighth canto, ninth canto, 10th canto. 10th canto, Rasam Skandam. 10th canto, Shama Sundaras. Shama Sundaras canto. We are in 10th canto. We are entering into 10th canto from today on. Oh Krishna. Oh Krishna. Describing the beauty of Krishna, dear devotees. Yeah. Varhapidam natavaravapur karnayo karnikaram vipradvasa kanakakapisham vaijayantim chamalam randhran veno radhara sudaya apurayan gopavrindai vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishat kirtihi. Krishna, he's wearing barhapidam, peacock feather on his head. Natavara vapur, very well decorated as a drama artist, means he's very well decorated. Karnayor, karnikaram, in the ear there are karnika flowers. One side, sometimes two sides, sometimes left, sometimes right, sometimes. Is there any difference between Krishna Nama and Krishna Katha? It's like this. If Krishna Katha, see, like Srimad Bhagavatam, yeah? Srimad Bhagavatam has cantos, chapters, and the pages, book, right? Like that. Krishna Nama is the title of the book. It means in the Nama, the Rupa, Guna, Leela are all present. In the title of the book, the whole book is present, which means the cantos and chapters and the substance of the book is all present in the title. The closure shloka is Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. It's the Nama Sankirtana of Lord Krishna, Lord Hari, that dispels all the darkness, destroys all the sins, and brings all auspiciousness. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Shyama Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radha Rani ki jai. The whole Guru Parampara ki jaya. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jaya. Dear devotees. That's the 12th canto, the last session.
Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jaya. Srimati Radha Rani ki jaya. The whole Guru Parampara ki jaya. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jaya. Dear devotees. Yeah, it's all yours now. The journey together. Srimati Radharani. Blessings from Vrindavan. Yes, please. Today is all yours. Oh, Veda Renu, Nana, is there anything you want to say? Thank you so much, Tali. That was wonderful. Can we give a Haribol to Veda and the whole kids team, please? Yeah. Thank you so much, Nana. Veda. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Haribol, Tali. Haribol, Nana.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity, Mataji.
Oh, Nana. Thank you. Thank you. You want to say something? Veda and Renu, the chief guests. All the children are the chief guests today, please. Akshaj, I see you smiling, beta. Yes. Veda, Renu.
I really like the shloka Shinvata Shraddhaya Nityam Karnatasya Svacheshitam Kalenena Atidyakena that shloka.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. But why do you like it, Nana? In your words?
I like how Krishna is merciful because he says that if anybody hears the Bhagavatam regularly, then Krishna comes in their heart.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Nana. And Renu, you want to say something?
And thank you to Asmi Akka, Krish, and Akshaj and Aksharam.
To the whole team. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Asmi is in the college, right? Yeah. Yes, we'll share this with her to Nana. Thank you. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nana.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Bol Talli.
I really like the slokas, the way you say it with so much meaning in it.
Thank you, Ra. Let that be a blessing, Nana. Thank you, Talli. I try. That's my prayer. Yeah. You know, all you children are sages. All of you. At your age, I didn't know anything about Krishna, and I don't remember sitting like this for any of the topics which are not so much of fun. But you are all like sages. So you're all very special, Nana. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, for giving
Thank you,
us this
Bita.
opportunity.
Thank you. Krish, you want to go ahead? Say something? Anything that you like. But thank you for the video clipping, Bita.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bita.
I really like those last 3 classes that you did for summarizing the entire Bhagavatam. You made it so simple, but put lots of meaning in it as well, and it was very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Beta. We didn't know that you are all hearing too. All of you are going to be so beautifully sharing the glories of Krishna. All of you, the children, you will be very effulgent. And we will be watching you grow and do prachar so nicely. We are looking forward to. What are we doing? A little bit of something that we are trying to do now in this age. But all of you children, you are all wonderful. You are very special. You will do so much more better. And we will be seeing that all. Thank you, though. Thank you, Krish. I have heard people. Anyway, I do not want to embarrass you, but thank you, beta. Thank you, Krish. Thank you, Nana. Akshaj. We get to see you also today. That's nice.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari bol, beta.
I really like Prahlad Maharaj story because Prahlad, he's just like 5 years old and he like made so much history by just believing in something a sage told him. He didn't have to believe that, but he did and put his full focus on that. Even all the teachers, all of his students, all of his friends, they told him like to change, but he didn't. He kept his belief, and that ended up good when Lord Narasimha came.
That ended up good when he came. Yes, beta. Thank you. He's your friend, right? All of your friend, Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, thank you for sharing that, beta. Prahlad Maharaj. For reminding us of Shri Prahlad Maharaja, how special he is. Yes. आप Akshaj है ना? You are Akshaj.
Yeah.
And brother is Akshar?
Aksharam.
Aksharam. Yeah. He must be busy. Okay. Say Haribol to Aksharam too, beta.
Okay.
And any other kids, children, special VIPs? No? And if they join at any time, we will let them speak. They are welcome anytime. Yes, thank you all, dear children, and you all, the rest of you all, esteemed, wonderful Vaishnavas. Please feel free to speak. Unmute and speak. That's all. Nobody's speaking. Maybe we should go with alphabetical order if you don't know it. नहीं तो मैं यहाँ देख रही हूँ ऐसे स्क्रीन है ना we'll start from here. Okay. Divyambaradhara Mataji, that's who I see, the first one. So please go ahead and then we'll go in the sequence.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
My
Mataji.
pranams to you all. Mataji, I missed the last week's class, but I will try to say some things that I had underlined when you were giving us the summary of the summary. First thing was when Srimad Bhagavatam is heard submissively, Supreme Personality of Godhead quickly establishes in heart. Can you hear me, Mataji?
Yes, we are
Okay.
with big
Okay.
ears. Yes.
Okay.
Good to hear. Yes, please.
And then I have that bhakti is nectarian and bhakta drinks the nectar of lotus feet of Sri Hari. Then I have here qualification of Srimad Bhagavatam speaker. One who has knowledge of Shastras, one who is, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Mataji, Anagha, Anagha.
Anagha, sinless.
Anagha. Then Adhitam, who's like thoroughly read and explained, and then Akhitam, explained scriptures, Saumya, Snigdha, which is submissive to Guru Parampara and knows the Tattva. Then Mataji, how can we get bhakti is by serving pure devotee. We get affinity for Shravanam. And we hear about what is bhakti, who is bhakta. And when we are hearing about the Lord, all the inauspiciousness in our heart goes away. And Nishtha, like the influence of modes, are gone gradually under the guidance of Sri Guru and Shastra. Then Mataji, potency of glorification of Lord or bhakti is that if we hear, accept and glorify topics of Hari, because it is the only way that can cause, I don't know if the word is revolution in misguided people's hearts.
Yes. Yeah. Literally revolution, yes.
Okay. Then Mataji, in like when we were going over Kunti Devi's prayers, you had mentioned that if we meditate upon the lotus feet, that meditation upon the lotus feet of Sri Hari intensifies during difficult times. And there you had mentioned meditation intently and intensely. And then you had mentioned that Lord gives the inspiration and the strength to do tapasya. So Mataji, these are few of the underlying I don't know if this is the way you wanted
Yeah,
us to do.
anything to hear from you. But thank you,
Okay.
Mataji. Yes, when you are saying something, when you have underlined something, it means it meant something to you. You liked it, so you are saying that out. So that's all. Yeah. So
Okay.
whatever that
Okay.
that caught your attention and that you have saved with underlining, anything that comes from you, basically. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
And
Mataji.
no, thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. And I would say, please, after you say your reflections, we'll say Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ju ki jai, Srimati Radha Rani ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai. We will do that, please. Yeah? Yes.
Yes, Mataji, please. If
You
you would
please.
help me. Yes, yes.
Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ju ki jai, Srimati Radha Rani ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai. Yes.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you. Because
Yes,
this is both reflections and giving thanks. Celebrating the mercy of receiving Bhagavad Pravaha. I mean, for past 2 years, anything could have happened. I mean, every week, I have to say, maybe that is what was called as spiritual anxiety. Every week I had that. Every week for past 2 years. Because I do not know myself. There are so many variable factors around. But we were brought this far from the beginning till here. So that's why the celebration of the mercy. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. And now, next one I see on the screen is Jyosna Mataji. That's who I see. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
My pranams.
Pronounced.
Pranams to all the devotees. When we decided 2 years ago that Bhagavatam is going to happen, I think I was, along with all the devotees, very joyous that, we get to hear the whole Bhagavatam. Like, we will get to hear it, we'll get to know it. And I had no idea of 2 year, 3 year, what the plan is. I mean, we were saying, okay, at least has started and we get to hear it, we get to know it. And it has already finished also. And there is so many impressions and so much familiarity is not the right word. Hindi mein kehte hain apnapan. That has been established with Bhagavatam. No, it is Bhagavatam. I'm familiar with it. I know what is going on there. So I have that feeling in the heart there about it. To start with, you started with Atha Sarga Visargo Vas to give us the whole outline of Bhagavatam, and it kept coming to so that we know what is going on, how the flow of Bhagavatam is going. Second chapter of first canto has been my favorite chapter from the start till today. It is so beautiful, from establishing from Savaipum Sam Parodharmo Yato Bhakti Radhokshaje. And that chapter encompasses everything in it. You know, what should happen after bhakti? You should get knowledge, you should get detachment. And then how do you get that? You have to satatam hear about the Lord, glorify the Lord. And that Krishna comes and does the vidhunoti in the heart. It cuts the knot. And hearing comes by serving the Mahat. Like, whole thing, if we read that chapter, whatever we are hearing in our whole bhakti process, it has been so beautifully compacted there in that one chapter. So that is my very favorite chapter. And after that, I really remember Narad Muni's story. It was 2 years ago. It was Kartik month, and we were having that day in-person Bhakti Vraksha at one of the Mataji's place, I remember. And because of my pain, I am sitting in the stairs, I remember. And I remember the sketches of Narad Muni there, how when his mother dies and he goes to the jungle, and the description of it, 5-year-old boy, not crying, not thinking, I am left alone in the whole world. He's ready. He's going there. I still remember those PowerPoints were not pictures, but sketches with a maroon color or red color picture. And when he sits down on meditation and he gets the darshan of Paramatma in the heart, I still remember that feeling. Oh, it's that sketch. I remember how he's sitting down there and he has the darshan of Paramatma, and it was a very beautiful feeling. I cannot describe it. What I felt that day. That, oh, this is how it, like, it is possible. Oh, Paramatma is there in the heart. So many feelings came to my heart, and I very vividly remember those sketches and that experience. And I don't know how long I will go. If I have to say everything I have to say, I'll say for 5 minutes and I keep quiet. Uh, I remember the Vidura Uddhava Samvad. That was so lively. How Uddhava was in separation from Lord Krishna, and how he was describing the Leela from here, from there. Sometimes he starts from his Janma, sometimes he reaches to Vrindavan, sometimes here. He's so mad in separation, and those verses are really bringing out the madness. He's saying this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing. I really like those that thing also, because it really became alive in that. Um, uh, I think the visual things impacts me a lot, because I remember Lord Vishnu lying down, and then navel, Brahma is coming, and that picture is just from Lord Vishnu's navel and above. And first the narration of the beauty of Lord is there. Beautiful narration, and the pictures are alive, like lively, we are seeing that. So that beauty narration of the, and not the Brahma coming. I remember the beauty of the Lord in that picture. There, Lord Hari is laying down, and that was one that has been is with my heart. And the description of when the Brahma meditates, and then he sees the Maya also. That also I really like, that he sees the spiritual world, he sees the whole spiritual, but he sees behind that there is Maya also. So that was so nice, that how he's seeing it, and then how he shakes hands with the Lord. That was very nice too. And then in the Dhruv Maharaj story, everything is so nice there. But what impacted me the most was the character of Mother Suniti, actually, which is not sung that much, but how how she directed her response. Being a mother could have been anything, but what her response was, that brought out her saintliness, actually. So kind of an unsung hero of the Srimad Bhagavatam, I thought, but very potential, very potent, that the saintly nature of Mother Suniti, how she reacted and guided Dhruva to the right path. Being a mother, going through all these, effects which we go through in the life, but still how a saintly person behaves, that was a big learning from Mother Suniti's character there. Another thing that Prachin Barhishats, when he Narad Muni enlightens him, that allegorical story. Before that, whenever I had heard, it was so confusing. What is going on there? I remember after we heard it, it was so clear. I remember Vamanahari Prabhu had also commented, Mataji, it was so clear. It was so clearly, because that story has story within it, but it came out very clearly and with so many instructions there. how a person is stuck into the material thing, and how cleverly actually Narad Muni enlightens him through a story within a story. And I now I don't remember, but it has very a flow to it, and it was very clear. That was that I really liked about it. And um, the Ranti Deva's character, very small character in ninth canto, but that had left a mark on my heart, that what kind of compassion he had for everyone. He said, I want to take all the sins of everyone, but you deliver. And Vasudev Datta, similarly, we had in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So he said the same thing. There is a very small thing about it, Ranti Deva, but that was very impactful also. In the 10th canto, I think everybody remembers how Mataji made our dear Lord appearance and said, like the hero appears in the movie, Lord Krishna is appearing, and the slide was going from the bottom of the Lord to the top of the Lord, and the whole Lord was coming like a hero, like the hero comes in a bike or a car in the movie. Our Lord also appeared there. The shloka that came, Baraha Pidam, the shloka, when Sri Krishna goes for the first time to Vrindavan, the its narration of Lord Krishna's beauty and the forest was so beautiful. Actually, the whole 10th canto, the Lord Krishna's pictures in all the PowerPoint, different pictures, the beauty of Lord Krishna there, with all the forest garlands and the peacock feather. And then when he goes out of Mathura, suddenly it changed, and we could visually see it. Now the mukut has come, the dress has changed, and that beauty of Vrindavan and the beauty of Mathura, those slides were very beautiful, very impactful there. And one more thing, in the Ras Panchadhyay, when we reached there, and I was thinking, I have never read it. I don't think I'm eligible to read it. And I was like, how it is going to come, how Mataji is going to explain it. But I really liked it, Mataji. You started that class with our position, and then where is slowly building it up to where Rani's position. And then you said very little about the rasa there. But with that narration, we understood that what are we talking about? Like, who are we talking about? Who is dancing in this one? So that presentation was very impressive. I really liked it. That the essence that who we are talking about, that straight away came to us, and who we are, where we are, and who we are talking about was the main emphasis of that class. Then the actual content of it was actually beyond us. So that was beautiful, Mataji. I really liked it. And I always thought that 11th canto is very dry, very boring. I don't understand it, because long back when I started Srimad Bhagavatam, that time Aditya and Prabhu and all, they were in the Corona time. They were reading on Saturday Srimad Bhagavatam, and they were reading 11th canto. Now you can imagine a new person who has no idea of anything, and then he brings Srimad Bhagavatam, and that person starts reading 11th canto. I was struggling. I will read it, and Aditya Narayan Prabhu says, whoever has read whichever paragraph, you have to summarize it and tell it. And I will put the underline, I will say, okay, I have to say something. Because I'm sitting there and that was almost 2 hour class. So many shlokas will come to you. And that is how I was reading 11th. I said, oh, that was a big struggle. But when we read it this time here, it became one of my favorite canto, Mataji, because it is so practical. It encompasses so many things, especially that Avanti Brahmana's story and his realization about the mind and the modes. And we were all going through those classes also at that time. So that became very favorite canto of me after that. Overall, in Srimad Bhagavatam, it has really created desire in me to read and understand again and again, especially the prayers of the devotees, understand the mood of the devotee and how they are glorifying, understand the Lord through their prayers. So Queen Kunti's prayers, Bhishma Dev's prayer, and the teachings, Prahlad Maharaj's teachings and Rishabh Dev's teachings. Now it has a desire to know it and read it ourselves, understand it, and meditate on it. And I think soon you will be doing that also. So I'll be looking forward to that, and I will try. I'll be trying to read it myself too, because I want to understand through their prayers. And thank you so much, Mataji, for this whole experience, I would say, which we had gone through in 2 years. Shri Shri Radhe Shyam Sundar ki jai, Srimati Radharani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
Sorry for taking that much time.
No, we get to hear Bhagavatam that's good. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Actually, I have to say, how I feel now is after the whole Bhagavat Pravaham, I want like 1 year, just Bhagavatam and me. That's it. Only Bhagavatam and me, 1 year, and the world should stop. I shouldn't be doing anything, just Bhagavatam and me. Like that. So I understand when you're saying that. Yes, Mataji. The prayers will be very beautiful too. I'm praying also. Yeah. And next on the screen, I see Nikunja Vilasini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Pranams to all the devotees. So Mataji, first of all, thank you so much for doing this week after week. I don't know how you did it. I just have to speak for a few minutes today and I was struggling so much. And you've been doing this not only for last 2 years, even before that, like all the Bhakti Vrikshas. And so really my pranams to you for all your efforts, Mataji, because it's not an easy task. And also Mataji for Bhagavatam Pravaha, the way you have done it, it's amazing. Not only the stories and not only you have given us an overview, but you have given us an in-depth understanding of what each personality is actually teaching us and what is there for each one of us to understand and learn from that. So I was just reflecting, I was looking at the point. I was looking at the points when you were doing each canto and the personalities, whatever we have to learn from them. Like there is a lot from each personality. I don't know how much I'll be able to cover. Please let me know when I need to stop, Mataji, because I know there are so many other devotees. Like Parikshit Maharaj, he asks Shukdev Goswami how to live and how to leave. So in Bhagavatam, we see all these characters that all these personalities that actually teach us how to live and how to live. And starting with Vyasadev, he was feeling despondent, and that's when his guru Narada Muni instructs him. So there the instruction that we also have is that only quality that can get us beyond the modes and can give us and that can give complete satisfaction to the heart is bhakti. So it is only bhakti that can actually give us satisfaction. And then from Narad Muni's life, we see how his life came from sadhu sangha to prema. Just because he was associating with Sharanagata Bhaktas, he took the remnants, and that's how he developed prema. So it is only through service that we can get Bhagwan. And even in that, you had mentioned that how we need to serve. The attitude is Srinadapi Sunichana. Like our attitude is whatever we do, it is, we don't have to think about what others can do for us. We just have to do the service. We have to remain humble. Then coming to Uttara, so when the arrows were shot at her, she directly ran to Shri Krishna. So even for us, the life lesson is without hesitation, without any second thought, our only shelter, our only surrender is Lord Krishna. Then Queen Kunti, in Queen Kunti, you had mentioned that, like we are akinchana, that is quality that we need to have. Like akinchana means like I have nothing and I am a beggar, and our Lord is the king. So when we have that attitude, that's when we can go back to the Lord, or that's when we can develop some love for God. So that was one point that I really liked, that we need to carry that attitude. Also in Queen Kunti's prayers, Mataji, like you like you had mentioned about how to address calamities, and like it's not easy, but like we have to seek calamities as blessing in disguise. And there were some points that were mentioned, like when problems come, what we can do on a practical level. First, we take it as Krishna's arrangement, and then we ask for strength, and we ask for direction and how we can serve in those times, and then we keep going. So I know it's definitely not easy, but if we know like this is what needs to be done in times of calamity, we can look back to all these personalities and we can derive inspiration from them. Then Bhishma Dev, from Bhishma Dev, at the time when he had to withdraw from the world, he invested his thinking, his feeling, and his will to Lord Krishna. So in that, like the point for us was to, when we think for Krishna, we feel for Krishna, and when we feel for Krishna, we do for Krishna. So that is bhakti. So again, like it's feeling, thinking, doing, everything has to be for Krishna. Coming to Arjuna, when he learned that Sri Krishna had left, and when he learned that, he followed like the instructions that Sri Krishna had given him. That became his guiding force, and so he followed the instructions that were given to him, and so now because of those instructions he was able to carry on. So even for us, like when we live the instructions given to us by Sri Guru, it means we are living with Sri Guru. So that is a lot of hope for us if we just follow the instructions of Sri Guru. And then Mataji, in teachings of Lord Kapila, Kapila had asked, his mother Dehuti had asked about, what if we can't develop Bhava Bhakti, what can we do? So to answer that, he mentions that you can do Sadhana Bhakti, and it's Sadhana Bhakti that leads to Shuddha Bhakti. And Sadhana Bhakti has to be done with patience and determination. So again, for us as sadhakas, we have to be patient and we have to be determined, and that's when we know that we're gradually progressing towards our goal. Then, and also one thing that when Lord Kapila had mentioned is that devotees are abhaya, they are fearless, because they know that everything, like Krishna is the supreme controller of everything. So because of that, because they know that, they are fearless. Then Josna Devi Mataji also mentioned about Suniti's character. That is again like one mother that really, we all look up to. We look upon her, like she was. The characteristics that Suniti had, she made sure that her son did not think bad of others, and she gave direction to Dhruva, and she also glorified Lord. And like she not only gave him direction, but she also glorified the goal that he was going to the goal that he was heading towards. And Dhruva was also so much like, he was just a 5-year-old boy, but with his determination and like because of his faith in his guru, and the simplicity that he had, he was able to achieve whatever he was able to achieve perfection in that less than 6 months of time. So again, for us, we have to be determined and we have to be faithful towards the instructions that are coming from Sri Guru. And in Anga's story, Mataji, in Sharanagati, we do what Lord wants us to do. Like Anga and Vidura, if they had to leave the kingdom, they left the kingdom, and Arjuna had to fight, so he fought. So everybody, like basically we have to follow the instructions that are coming to us. And Prithu Maharaj, he was very humble. He did not like he did not like anybody glorifying him. So that teaches us a lot of humility. It actually teaches us like accepting that we are Jiva Tattva and all the glories should be actually to Bhagavad Tattva. And we are just Jiva Tattvas. We are just here to serve the Lord. So again, it teaches us how to be humble. And Mataji, I think I'll stop here. I'll give others also a chance, Mataji. But Mataji, so many wonderful points are there, and every a personality, there is so much to glorify on each one of them. And also the way you have presented, you have made it so practical, and you have given us, like when in childhood how you tell stories with morals, it's like that. Like you have given us the pastime, along with that the morals and what is in there for us to take home. So very, very grateful to you, and very thankful for very thankful to you for doing all this. Thank you so much, Mataji. I know it's really, sometimes there is this time constraint. You have to get done within an hour and a half, and sometimes it's like, even like when you were summarizing the 4 cantos in 1 hour, it was like Pran Pavitra Prabhu was saying, writing an exam. So thank you so much, Mataji. It was really wonderful to have Bhagavad Pravaha for past 2 years. And thank you to all the devotees for the wonderful associations. I would like to end here. Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai, Srimati Radha Rani ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, you're on mute, Mataji. We can't hear you.
Oh, I didn't realize. Thank you, Mataji. So I was saying, Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai, Srimati Radha Rani ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, and Nikunj Vilasini Mataji. It brings back my memories, especially in the beginning. I used to at least mentally prepare before coming and speaking. At least mentally prepare, No. For English Bhagavad Pravaha, I didn't have that choice too. As I said, English Bhagavata Pravaha was all on the go. Rush Bhagavad Pravaha. Telugu Bhagavad Pravaha was sleepy Bhagavad Pravaha. That was the case the whole time I was thinking, no, maybe next week it will be not like that. Next week, no, it was like that. Saturday evenings they used to get late, and Telugu Bhagavad Pravaham, the Bhagavad Pravaha is over, and I used to think, what did I speak? So that was a sleepy one. The reason I'm saying is, in the beginning, I tried to gather myself before presenting, but it has been 2 years like that, right? It was not 1 session, 2 sessions like that. Over a period of time, I had no control of what was going on. Neither on the time, nor the preparation, nor what the words would come out. I had no idea. So after I sat there, I wasn't really sure what I was going to speak. So that's why, the kada and then take home, kada and take home. That was the thing. But I think the mercy, somehow it continued, just bringing back those memories. Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Thank you. As you were reading one after the other, I just want to hear all that again and again. But thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Right. Hare Krishna. And here I see Harivenu Prabhu next on the screen. If Harivenu Prabhu is still there.
Pranams to you, pranams to all the devotees. Yeah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhe Krishna Das Kosham Nityam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesh Shubhani Panchayate Deshatari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Yeah, Mataji, thank you very much for doing Bhagavatam for 2 years. Like,
Prabhu, are you sure that we can't see you, Prabhu, when you speak?
yeah, actually my video is on. If you see, like,
No, we can't see you. We don't
no,
know if
it
we
is
can
on,
see
but
you.
it's not coming.
It's okay.
No, I turn
Please
it
go
on,
ahead.
but it's not coming. Yeah,
It's okay. Please go ahead. Thank you.
yeah. What I was saying, like, thank you very much for doing Bhagavatam for like 2 years, like every week. I don't know how did you manage. Like, it is so merciful. Thank you very much for your association and all the devotees also. Like, they have been with us like for 2 years. Thank you very much for their association. And when it comes to the Bhagavatam, there are like so many stories, like all the other devotees mentioned, like Gajendra Moksha, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, and so many other stories. And one of the recent ones that I like is like Markandeya Rishi. So the person like who did austerity for like not for 100 years, not for 1,000 years, not for one yuga, not for one manvantara, like if I'm not wrong, like 7 manvantaras, like continuous austerity without any like a deviation from the bhakti and thinking about the Lord for manvantaras. That is like, yeah, it is so inspirational. Yeah. That is all from me, Mataji. I will give it to others.
Long sadhana bhakti, if it is called sadhana bhakti.
Yeah. And once the Lord appears, what he asks for is like experience the Maya, which I am always in. He wants to experience.
How will it be? What is it like? Yeah, Prabhu.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mataji, for all the stories. And thank you very much, all the devotees, for your association. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Special thanks to you for all this time, recording after recording every week. Thank you, Harvind Prabhu.
No,
You were
Mataji.
here,
It's
you have
my
gone there, but
opportunity.
still you
I got a
continued.
chance to do. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. And next we see Siddhu Prabhu. Yes, Siddhu Prabhu. Are you there behind the screen? Do you want to say something about? Oh, Harvind Prabhu, Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Chu ki jai, Srimati Radha Rani ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai.
Radha Golokananda ki
jai. Siddhu Prabhu. Radha Golokananda, especially transformative bhakti, Gita for transformation, is exclusively from Radha Golokananda. That is coming up soon. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Siddhu Prabhu, please go.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. I'm not sure how do I say that you did in 2 years, but it took almost, I will say, minimum 5 years to make it this one, Mataji. It's not easy. And you are trying to do a classes just 1 hour a week and trying to do that, it takes a lot of effort. Like in my view, to make 2 years this Srimad Bhagavatam, Mataji, it probably, for me, it would have taken 5 or 10 years to come to this level, Mataji. It is such a amazing. Honestly, like I was not able to, capture all the 2 years, but I recently mentioned to you when I was traveling, I was just, thank you for Krishna that at least we have a technology where I can able to repeat and watching all those videos. It is such a awesome, Mataji. But I wanted to just mention few things I noticed, like especially Harinam. The Harinam is the main thing for us to come out of all this Rajaguna and Tamaguna. That's the, it's a lifesaver for me. Harinam is the main thing, Mataji. And also I heard that Haridas Thakur just chanting the Harinam, even though Muslim people are eating him, and he'll continue and just, came from Sanatana Dharma. It is like calling 911. And so many things I can go on. List is such a big, but I like to mention few things, Mataji, here. One is Arekata. You mentioned that's such a wonderful, like, just crossing the, we are in the boat, same boat. We are all crossing this materialistic ocean. So that's one things I mentioned. And also Sukadeva Guruswami is basically mentioned how he is going through this and coming out, and also sadhana bhakti. That was interesting for me, Mataji. There are so many things I mentioned here. um, I don't know how do I say this, but for me that Harinama is the main thing, Mataji. Just come out of this materialistic world. We are sticking with just Harinama is the main thing. But again, thank you so much, Mataji. The way you put together, especially in the Telugu version, Mataji, chala difference undi. I can tell you, like for me, it is like is it touching my heart every time I'm listening. Especially this, Angrezi language, especially I say like in English, for me, it is not that. But whenever I'm listening, Mataji, uh, chala difference, especially like in Telugu andi, like every time I'm listening, like I'm just listening something that I heard like in a Purva Jarma, like this I'm just connecting. I don't know how you are speaking, Mataji. Every one word I'm repeating, especially in the plane. I was in the India trip last week. I was just listening same video 3 times, and literally I was just crying, and I was just watching in the window, Krishna come and save me. Like I felt so good and listening that, like this is what Krishna has given us. And I said thank you like a million times. Like I'm just missing this last 40 plus years, and Krishna just came and then just give us a shelter, and it is so awesome, Mataji. I was just crying all the time. Like I can say, it's the first time in my life I was crying continuously for an hour after listening to your video, Mataji. Thank you so much again, Mataji.
You are so very well ripened, Prabhu. And my pranams to you, Prabhu. So you have that great taste for Bhagavatam. Thank you, Siddhu Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you for your association. Yeah. And Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. Thank you, Siddhu Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. And we see Jyoti Mataji. You want to say something, Jyoti Mataji, from Bhagavad Pravaha, that you are, if you are still there behind the screen. If you are not, please let us know when you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
yes.
Can you able to hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams to you. Sorry to say that actually I'm sorry. Thank you for your time and effort. And I'm actually so sorry I could not able to attend every week classes. So I'm eagerly waiting for you to start again Bhagavatam, so I can able to, I'm since last 2 years many times I missed the classes, Mataji, but I don't know the full katha. So I'm waiting. Me and Sidhu is Prabhu waiting for you have to start again back, and we wanted to start again reading and everything. So actually we missed a lot of classes, Mataji.
I'll take that as blessings. I will take it as, can we please start Bhagavatam prayer soon, Mataji? We are waiting. I'll take that as blessing, Mataji. But thank you, though. Thank you for your presence, Mataji. Yeah. Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. Yes. Nitai Gunmani Prabhu. Yes, you are on the screen now. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my pranams.
Pranams to you,
My
Prabhu.
pranams to all the devotees. For me, I think firstly I'll start with how fortunate I have been to be able to hear Srimad Bhagavatam through you, Mataji. Of course, I haven't read it, and I, just getting a gist of all what Srimad Bhagavatam has been really enlivening in itself, and inspirational, and how a bhakta should be actually. What's interesting about Srimad Bhagavatam, I felt, was it's very comprehensive and how detailed and in everything it has. So, and the other side I thought was Narad Muni really impressed me, if I would call it. we've seen Hindi movies and Hindi how badly he is portrayed. I would say really badly is portrayed actually out there. But he's been instrumental in actual giving us Srimad Bhagavatam, and he is instrumental in all the devotees that we talked on in Srimad Bhagavatam. He has a part in it. So that is so impressive of how he is always looking out for the devotees, how he's guiding the devotees. So that is Narad Muni really had an impact from that perspective, and even reading Brihad Bhagavatam, his out there of how he is going from one place to and thinking about all everybody who's there, how they need to lead their lives. So that was one. The other part is like someone else mentioned as well, others have mentioned, Dhruv Maharaj. Again, Mataji, I think his simplicity, so what is interesting, he started off with a material goal. He had a very strong material goal, but he was determined. His determination was very strong. But how that determination and again guidance from Narad Muni helped him reach the Lord, So that teaches us another thing of how his meditation was, how focused and dedicated he was. And following the instructions, he was, so that is beautiful. The other one for me was also Ajamil. Just saying Narayan's name, so that gives another perspective of how powerful, the name of Narayan is, or Harinam is, of how what benefit we are getting. Sometimes we may not even realize, and we might, how the story had talked about, or you had discussed about how people could say it, randomly or just for the sake of, but it has this very potency. It has a lot of power in it. So the importance of that story in itself, and that's what I took out of it. The other one I really liked was Uddhav and the gopis, when he goes to Vrindavan. So that was such inspiring, and what really real bhakti is, understanding what real bhakti is. Though I don't want to talk about what I'd written. I was trying to see what is coming to my mind, so these were a few that actually came to my mind without looking at my notes, honestly. So that means had a more impact to me than looking at this thing. So that's why I want to highlight them. And, we talked about Srimad Bhagavatam as a ripened fruit. And then how a devotee, I think in all the devotees, what we also learn is how a devotee should be, how should a devotee behave. And everybody at the end wants to be in association of a devotee. None of the devotees that or the katha we heard, none of them really wanted liberation, didn't want direct service of the Lord. They wanted service of the devotees. So which is, and the surrender. There's so many stories about the emphasis on the surrender. So that was, I think I would pause there, but not the least, Mataji, thank you for your non-stop service to all of us, helping us understand this, helping us understand the importance of bhakti, understand the importance of the scriptures and the katha that we hear, and your tireless effort of concising all of that so that it's all meaningful to us, so that we can understand and grasp it at our level. So thank you so much, Mataji. Really appreciate it. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you. This gives me an opportunity to cherish the blessings, and then is enabling me to see the purpose of what is happening. Sometimes it is like it's your seva and you go. It's like that. But when these words come, like, wait a minute, oh, okay, yeah. So thank you, Krishna, thank you, Gurujana. And the fact that it is helping the devotees in some way or other, in some form of other, is a bonus, Prabhu, actually. Because seva can go on, but that seva is helping the devotees in a way that they need consistently, is a bonus thing to hear. So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. All that is because of the causeless mercy of our Gurujana. I do not know who lordships are, Prabhu. Main kya bolu? Too far from the lordships, but our Gurujana are very merciful. Yeah. And you are very kind, all of you, dear devotees. So kind, consistently kind. So I have these two things: blessings from our Gurujana and kindness of you all. I'm good. Thank you, Prabhu. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki Jaya. Shri Radharani ki Jaya. Guru Parampara ki Jaya. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And actually, Annapayani Mataji and Palika Padmagandha Mataji, do you want to speak now or do you want to speak in Telugu? Actually, you may want to speak now, because in Telugu Bhagavat Pravaha, we don't know when it is going to end. 30 members there. Yahan pe. So you may please take your turns. Annapayani Mataji, Palika Padmagandha Mataji, Rasa Krida Mataji, and Venkat Prabhu. All of you take your turns now. Tomorrow, Sunday, we don't know when that will end. So, Annapayani Mataji, if you are still there, you may please go ahead. You can say it in English or Telugu, and others also, please go ahead. Yeah. Palika Padmagandha Mataji, if you want to go ahead, and then when Annapayani Mataji is ready, maybe she'll be on the video too. Please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all the devotees, Mataji. It's for me, it's a great fortune to get into your association and get a chance to attend at least a few chapters of the Srimad Bhagavata Pravaha. Actually, I am so not so good student, and I didn't follow well the classes. But I can tell few points which attracted me more from the Bhagavatam. From the first canto, I like the way it teaches everyone the way to live, the purpose of life. For example, and also when Krishna is going down the streets of Madura, how the ladies from the rooftops, how their tradition was. So like that, how Srimad Bhagavatam is giving so many key details which can help us remember our culture. And I don't remember more things, but there are many such things. How Yudhishthira Maharaj is when, even though Dhritarashtra was unkind to him, how mercifully he was showing kindness to him, and he felt so bad when Dhritarashtra left home, right? So those all shows how much we should forgive others, how should be our character, our traditional values. So all those things I like from the first canto, Mataji. And rest all I'm not, there's a very vague for me, but as from your summary I can tell that Prahlad Maharaj story, Dhruv Maharaj stories are all very nice and very moralistic. And from the last canto, I understand. I like the story of Avanti Brahmana, which I never knew before, and that is the most touching point for me, because as he said, the mind is only the culprit for all our miseries, right? So that point I liked it so much, and Yeah, I was so much touched with that story, Mataji. Thank you for all your efforts and blessings for all of us, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Mataji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were interested as soon as you moved to North Carolina, and then you knew the Bhagavatam was happening, and since then, so your interest in Bhagavatam is also, yeah. Thank you for your association, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji
Ki
ki
jai.
jai, Srimati Radha Rani
Ki
ki
jai.
jai, Guru Parampara ki
Ki jai. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving this opportunity.
Murari Chaitanya Prabhu, you are the next one we see on the screen.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you for all the internet katha from last 2 years, as I mentioned last time. First, when we come to North Carolina, we heard the Bhagavatam will start, then we are very happy because now we listen or hear before the whole Bhagavatam. So from you, we hear, so we are very fortunate and lucky to have the association also. So thank you all the devotees for your association. All the devotees already told a lot of things, a lot of learnings are in the Bhagavatam, but I'll tell two, three learnings from Bhishma Dev. So after prayers from Kunti, let my mind flow through the continuously flow to the lotus feet of Lord, and like the Ganga flow to the ocean. After that, he was just living Krishna, but Yudhishthira Maharaj was very bewildered and disheartened. What happened? Because due to me, all the war, a lot of people died, everything that happened. He was taking the responsibility on him to enthrone the royal kingdom to under him and to install him as a king. But why it is happened? It is instruction of the Krishna. But why he was bewildered? He is pure devotee. But the reason is only for Krishna only, because they are trying to counseling him, and even Vyasadeva counseling him, everyone. But Krishna externally he was counseling or counseling him or convincing him to not to be the disheartened or bewildered. But internally, as a super soul, he was telling not to be consoled or not to be convinced on that one. Because the first point is the Bhakta Vatsala. So he want his devotee, pure the Bhishma, to be the he want Bhishma Dev to be the taking the credit of counseling and convincing Yudhishthira Maharaj. So this is on the Bhakta Vatsala also. There is a when he was taken the vow that tomorrow he was to die, or either have to break your promise or break your vow. But he keep both of. He didn't break his vow of Vishwanadev, and also he is not die. He will not die on that one, because of him only this happened. The Bhakta Vatsala. So he take the wheel of the chariot and he was happy. This is Bhakta. And another thing I was to tell that Vishwanadev is such a great personality, and he's a Mahajan. But even if he's taking any side of the learning, if any side of adharma, then he has to fall down. There is no question on that one. So any great personality also. And another is when they came to Bhishmadev near to with Krishna or the Pandavas, then he tell the custom anyam, so many danger will happen, so many injustice happen to you. How you still survive? Then the three things he mentioned, that is Viruddha of Vipra, Dharma, and Achyuta. Yeah. So by the taking of the shelter of Achyuta, and Dharma is the Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and with the instruction of the pure devotees or Vaishnava, that is the Vipra. Then only that's why they survived. But still is thinking why it is also a time factor, right? So how the time factor happened to you? Because they are pure devotee. Yudhishthira Maharaj is a Dharma father. So he is taking all the Dharma, even Gandhi was the Arjuna, and his Bhima was there. So still why the time factor affect them? This is actually not the time factor, it is due to Krishna. Krishna wants to be having the difficulties always. And another point is reversal, that the reversal can happen to devotee and non-devotee, anyone. But the difference is the four devotees that taken shelter of the Achyuta, the Lord, but when they are non-devotee, that for non-devotee, so for the ordinary people, they get part of by any difficult anything, they got part of, but they don't take part of. They only just take shelter of Krishna. These are two things that from Vishnu, but other thing, a lot of things, all of devotees already mentioned. So thank you, Mataji, for all the again, for all the association and for taking time and giving all those Nectarian Katha every week to week for last 2 years continuously to us.
Thank you.
And we try, every time we try to attend any difficult or anything happen also, but sometimes we miss, like when we went to India and some other thing, but we don't want to miss anything. For going forward, so we don't want to miss anything. Thank you for such a Nectarian Katha.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. That's Vipra Dharma Achyutashraya. Right? Yeah. Beautiful. Oh man. Bhagavatam is beautiful. Nectarian. Every page. Every pure devotee, every word. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radha Rani ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. Relishing and cherishing the blessing with everything that you are saying. Each one of you saying. Thank you. And Lalita Priya Mataji. Yes,
Krishna
please.
Mataji, my pronouns to you, all pronouns to all the Matajis, Prabhujis. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving us Srimad Bhagavatam from last 2 years. We could not believe that we could finish all the cantos, 12 cantos. When last time I got my Srimad Bhagavatam in 2017, I guess. But from that day, I was starting to read, but we could not finish all that. I'm just reading one page, one shloka, but I couldn't do it. Slowly, I reached up to third canto, but I couldn't imagine that I can finish this Srimad Bhagavatam within 2 years. It would take longer time for me. But thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for translating the Srimad Bhagavatam in just like in English language so that we can understand, we can release all of these. And thank you, Parikshit Maharaj, asking all the questions about all of us in this form. And thank you, Sukadev Goswami, for giving all this lecture. Like here, I feel that you are a Sukadev Goswami for us, Mataji. Through your lotus mouth, we can hear it. We can release all the nectarian kathas. There's so much learning point from the Srimad Bhagavatam we come to know. And I like this Jada Bharata's story. This is so much heart touching to us. Even if we are doing so much devotion, still we are missing some point. Sometimes we are diverted. Our mind is distracted. Like Jada Bharata, like the Bharata, King Bharata, this happened. And from that lecture, last time you just reviewed in this class, canto. So I learned from that somebody wants to go back to Godhead. So they have to consider the Supreme Personality Godhead their life and soul. And the chief aim of their life is to get Krishna's prema. And always offer respect to all, each and all, everyone and every moment. And we have to see equal to each and every person. And this our learning point is that we have to tolerate and we have to take pleasure out of the calamities whenever is coming, something coming, the negative things, we have to tolerate all of things and keep faith on Krishna so that we'll get devotion. And only we are holding our lotus feet of Krishna's, that is our main point. And keeping Krishna in center, we learn so many things. In our life, we can correlate so much thing, Mataji, from this. Then I have learned this Kunti Maharani, she was asking to give me so much. She was wishing that all the time. So through that, getting all the when problems come, then she can see Krishna face to face. So from the decision, I feel that this is also since last time you mentioned that you have to accept this as a blessings, not as a calamities or some problems. So thank you so much, Mataji. I release all the points.
Thank you for reminding me, Mataji. Thank you. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radha Rani ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. Thank you. So nice hearing from you all. Time is the limiting factor. Otherwise, it's so good. even if it's the same point being said, when we hear from different devotee, oh, alag hota hai fragrance. Thank you, Mataji. And we see here, Anapani Mataji, if you are here, you can speak. If you are busy cooking, later is fine. Hare Krishna. Mataji,
Hare Krishna.
yeah, video on, off is your wish, however you like to.
Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavad Pranam Mataji.
Pranams to you, Mataji.
Pranams to all Mataji and Prabhuji. మాతాజీ ఎప్పుడు నాకు ఒక కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉండేది, సూత గోస్వామి, సుఖదేవ గోస్వామి, పరీక్షిత్ మహారాజు. సో అది మీరు చాలా క్లారిటీగా విపులంగా చెప్పారు మాతాజీ. పరీక్షిత్ మహారాజు నిజంగా
I will translate that to you. Yes, please go ahead, Mataji. Yeah.
అయితే పరీక్షిత్ మహారాజు మన కోసము అతను అసలు యాక్చువల్ గా ఎలివేటెడ్ సోల్. అతను పుట్టలో ఉన్నప్పుడే కృష్ణుణ్ణి చూశాడు. అయినా కూడా అతను ఆ ప్రశ్నలు మన కోసం అనేసి, మనల్ని ఉద్ధరించడానికి కోసం అనేసి అతను ఆ ప్రశ్నలు అడుగుతాడు మాతాజీ.
Parikshit Maharaj is actually an elevated soul. In the womb itself, he had the darshan of Krishna. But for our sake, Parikshit Maharaj was asking all those questions. Yes, please go ahead.
ఇంకోటి, ఆ మాతాజీ చెప్పినట్టు మేము చాలా అదృష్టవంతులం మాతాజీ. మీరు సుఖదేవ గోస్వామి లాగా అసలు మేము ఎంత బద్ధజీవులం అంటే అసలు భాగవతం అంటే ఏంటో తెలియదు. అలాంటిది మీరు చాలా ఎలివేట్ చేశారు మాతాజీ. సో థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ మాతాజీ. మాతాజీ ఇంకోటి, మీరు ఈ శ్లోకంతో స్టార్ట్ చేశారు మాతాజీ. భగవద్గీతలో 4th చాప్టర్ 8th శ్లోక, పరిత్రాణాయ సాధూనాం వినాశాయ చ దుష్కృతం ధర్మ సంస్థాపనార్థాయ సంభవామి యుగే యుగే. మీరు ఎలా చెప్పారంటే భాగవతం ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ వేదాల సారాంశము, అంటే ఒక మంచి ఒక ఎసెన్స్, స్వీట్నెస్. సో ఆ భాగవతాన్ని అది ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ కృష్ణ అని ఎట్లా కృష్ణుడు అవతరించాడు. ఎప్పుడైతే ధర్మము నశిస్తుందో, అధర్మం పాలిస్తుందో కృష్ణుడు అవతారం ఎత్తుతాడు. సో ఈ భాగవతము అలాగా కృష్ణుడి రూపంలో మనకి ఎసెన్స్ ఇచ్చింది అని మీరు అది మాత్రం చాలా నా మనసులో నాటుకుండిపోయింది మాతాజీ. అది చాలా చాలా బాగుంది. మీరు ఈ శ్లోకం కోట్ చేసి చెప్పారు మాతాజీ.
Mataji is saying in the very beginning when you spoke Katha in Bhagavatam, you have recited the shloka, Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam. You explained how Lord Krishna appears in order to destroy the miscreants and to rescue the pious people. So Bhagavatam is also like Lord Krishna. That's what exactly Bhagavatam is doing. So that comparison was very good, and it was impressive, and I really liked it. That's what Mataji was saying. Yes.
మాతాజీ మీరు అది కూడా చెప్పారు. ఇప్పుడు మేమంతా బద్ధజీవులము, మేము రజస్ తమస్ గుణాలతో ఉన్నాము. ఎవరైనా ఎంత బద్ధజీవుడైనా, ఎంత క్రూరమైన మనసు ఉన్నా కూడా ఎప్పుడైతే భాగవతం వింటారో చిన్న చిన్న స్టెప్స్ వేస్తారు భక్తి వైపు, సత్వగుణం వైపు అనేసి. అది కూడా చెప్పారు మాతాజీ. చాలా బాగా అనిపించింది మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్స్ మాతాజీ.
Thank you. Mataji is saying, however embedded one might be deep in the modes, but when they hear the Bhagavatam, then they will be awakened a little bit towards Krishna. And that was very nice. So that's what Mataji is saying. Yes. Mataji.
థ్యాంక్స్ మాతాజీ. ఇంకోటి, మీరు కపిల దేవుడు తన తల్లికి ఎలివేట్ చేస్తాడు కదా మాతాజీ, అది ఒకటి చాలా బాగా నచ్చింది మాతాజీ నాకు. ఇంకోటి, విదురుడు వెన్ టు టాక్ వెన్ నాట్ టు టాక్ అనేసి మీరు ఆ వర్డ్ యూజ్ చేశారు. అది చాలా బాగా నచ్చింది మాతాజీ.
That you have understood, right? In Vidura's story, you have mentioned about when to talk and when not to talk, and that was very touching for me. It was impressive. That's what Mataji is saying. Yeah, when to talk.
ఎంత ఇన్సల్ట్ చేసినా కూడా అతను ఓపిక పట్టి మళ్ళీ ధృతరాష్ట్రుడికి ఎలివేట్ చేస్తాడు కదా మాతాజీ. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ నైస్. ఇంకోటి మాతాజీ, ధ్రువ చరిత్ర.
Mataji is saying when Vidura was insulted, he didn't say a word. But when it was time to rescue Dhritarashtra, he came back from the pilgrimages and he said few words to Dhritarashtra to enlighten him and took him to the forest. So when to talk, when not to talk. That was really good. Yes, Mataji.
మాతాజీ ఇంకోటి ధ్రువ చరిత్ర. ధ్రువుడు తపస్సు చాలా చాలా అసలు ఎంత అంటే చాలా బాగుంటది మాతాజీ. ఆ తపస్సు గురించి మీరు చాలా వివరించి చెప్పారు. ప్లస్ ధ్రువుడు తపస్సు చేసింది రాజ్యం కోసము. కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే భగవంతుడు ప్రత్యక్షం అవుతాడో, మీరు ఆ ప్రత్యక్షం అయ్యేది కూడా మీరు చాలా వివరించారు మాతాజీ. అతను ఏం అడగాలో కూడా అతనికి తెలియలేకపోయింది. అది ఒకటి చాలా చాలా నచ్చింది మాతాజీ నాకు.
Actually, I feel very much crippled, very much limited when it comes to explaining the glory and beauty of the Bhagavan. So that's why I could relate to Dhruva Maharaj so much. Dhruva Maharaj really wanted to say so much, but there was no words coming out. So Lord Narayana had to touch the Panchajanya on his head. So Mataji is saying, the way we have described how Dhruva Maharaj did the tapasya and he was unable to speak a word. He wanted to say so much, but no word was coming out. And Lord Narayana sitting in the heart could understand this. And then after that, Dhruva Maharaj, how Lord Narayana appeared and how Dhruva Maharaj continued to pray. That presentation is very vivid in my memory and it was nice. That's what Mataji is saying. Yes, Mataji.
మాతాజీ ఇంకోటి కుంతీదేవి ఎప్పుడు కృష్ణుడు భగవంతుడు అని తనకు తెలుసు. ఎప్పుడు కృష్ణుడిని భగవంతుడిలాగా తను కళ్ళతో నిజంగా చూస్తుంది. కానీ అక్కడ అందరూ ఉంటారు కానీ ఎవ్వరూ చూడలేరు. అది కూడా మీరు చాలా వివరించి చెప్పారు మాతాజీ. అది బాగా నచ్చింది. ఇంకోటి కుంతి స్థుతులు ప్లస్ కుంతీదేవి ఎప్పుడు తను కష్టాన్నే కోరుకుంటూ ఉంటుంది. దాని గురించి మీరు బాగా చెప్పారు మాతాజీ. అదొకటి కుంతి స్థుతులు. ఇంకోటి కృష్ణుడి లీలలు, కృష్ణుడి కథలు మీరు ఎలా అంటే ఒక జీవిస్తున్నట్టు 10th క్యాంటో వచ్చినప్పటికీ మీరు కృష్ణుడు ఏంటంటే మేము జీవిస్తున్నట్టు అనిపించింది మాతాజీ. మీరు అంత బాగా చెప్పారు.
Thank you, Mataji. You made me feel better. Thank you.
ఇంకోటి మాతాజీ నేను ఇంకోటి చెప్తాను.
Sorry, Devotees, Mataji was saying after all those, the cantos were happening, when it came to the 10th canto, it felt like you were living in the 10th canto. That's what Mataji is saying, and I'm taking that as a blessing. At least you felt like that, Mataji. Thank you. Yes, please. Go ahead.
మాతాజీ ఇంకోటి అజామిలుడు కథ సపరేట్ గా భాగవతం విన్నప్పుడు, భాగవతం అంటేనే నాకు అసలు భయం వేసేది మాతాజీ. ఎందుకంటే నాకు ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ అస్సలు బాగా రాదు. మీ దయ వల్ల ఇప్పుడు ఏదో నేను కొంచెం చెప్పగలుగుతున్నాను మాతాజీ. మెమొరీ ఆల్సో చాలా లెస్ మాతాజీ. కానీ మీ దయ వల్ల నాకు ఇదంతా వచ్చింది మాతాజీ. అజామిలుడు కథ విన్నప్పుడల్లా నేను అనుకునేదాన్ని ఇంకేముంది, జస్ట్ మనము చనిపోయేటప్పుడు నారాయణ నారాయణ అంటే అయిపోతుంది, మనం వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు అనేసి. కానీ మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే అజామిలుడు కథ చెప్పారో ఓకే థ్యాంక్స్ మాతాజీ, చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. అజామిలుడు కథ ఆల్సో ఐ లెర్న్ సో మచ్.
Mataji is saying, when I heard Ajamila's story in the past, I used to think, oh, all I need to do is just before I leave the body, I just have to say Narayana. That's all. But when you started explaining Ajamila's story in Bhagavata Pravaha, then I got to know the details of Ajamila's story, and it wasn't that much of a simple case. So that's what Mataji was saying. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
థ్యాంక్స్ మాతాజీ. ఇంకా నేను కంక్లూడ్ చేస్తాను మాతాజీ. ఇంకొకటి నారద ముని గురించి మనం అసలు ఎంత తప్పుగా అసలు ఎప్పటికీ అదే ఇంప్రెషన్, అక్కడిది ఇక్కడిది అక్కడ చెప్తారనేసి. కానీ నారద ముని ఈజ్ ఎలివేటెడ్ సోల్. లవ్ మాత్ర సాధు సంఘ అతన్ని ఎంత ఎలివేట్ చేసింది. ప్లస్ అతను పరమాత్ముడిని చూస్తాడు అని మీరు చెప్పారు కదా మాతాజీ. నిజంగా అతను చూడడం మీరు చెప్తే మేము నిజంగా పరమాత్మని చూసినట్టే అనిపించింది మాతాజీ. అదైతే చాలా చాలా బాగుంది. ఎస్ మాతాజీ, అదే ఒకటి. ఇంకోటి సుఖదేవ గోస్వామి, నేను ఈ మెటీరియలిస్టిక్ వరల్డ్ లోకి నేను రాను అని చెప్పేసి ఎన్నో రోజులు తల్లి గర్భంలోనే ఉంటాడు. అది నిజంగా అతను రాగానే కూడా ఒంటి మీద బట్టలు లేకుండా అలా వెళ్ళిపోతూనే ఉంటాడు కదా మాతాజీ. అది చాలా చాలా నచ్చింది మాతాజీ. స్త్రీలు కూడా అక్కడ అతన్ని చూసి కూడా వాళ్ళు సిగ్గుపడరు, ఎందుకంటే అతని ఈజ్ ఏ ఎలివేటెడ్ సోల్. అది చాలా నచ్చింది మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్స్ మాతాజీ. ఇలా చెప్పుకొని వెళ్తే చాలా చాలా
I
పాయింట్స్
know Mataji is saying one after the other. Like Nitagami mentioned the same point. Like Narada Muni, he is depicted in not so nice way outside, but Narada Muni is such a great soul. And then she goes, Sukadev Goswami also such a great soul. He didn't want it to come out of the womb of mother, huh? And he could just walk straight with no clothes on, because he was just beyond this world. And like this, if I go through one after the other devotees, Mataji, there are many in Bhagavatam, so I'll pause here.
మాతాజీ ఇంకోటి లాస్ట్ ఉద్ధవ చరిత్ర మాతాజీ ఉద్ధవుడిది అసలు అతను గోపికలను చూసి కృష్ణుడిది ఏంటి ప్రేమ ఏంటి భక్తి ఏంటి అని తెలుసుకుంటాడు. అది చాలా చాలా నచ్చింది మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్స్ ఎ లాట్ మాతాజీ. నాకు అస్సలు మాట్లాడడానికి రాదు, మీ వల్ల నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నాను మాతాజీ. ఎప్పుడు శ్రవణం చేయడము ఓకే అని నాలో నేనే క్వశ్చనింగ్ ఆన్సర్ చేసుకొని ఉండేదాన్ని. మీ వల్ల మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్స్ ఎ లాట్ మాతాజీ. థ్యాంక్స్ ఎ లాట్.
Mataji is also saying about Uddhava. Uddhava and what he felt when he went to Vrindavana and saw those Vrajavasis. So, thank you, Mataji. So, when you're all speaking, dear devotees, I'm feeling like, all of you couldn't really speak all this, and you really had so much to say. This time is not enough. We should have 2 years for all of you to speak. This is only the beginning. Thank you, Mataji. Venkatnarayan Prabhu, we see you on the screen. Yes, please go ahead. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ji ki jai, Shrimati Radha Rani ki jai, Guru Parampara ki jai,
Ujjvala Mataji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Samahita Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Venkatnarayan Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna, all the devotees here. I'm so glad that I got an opportunity to connect with you all, at least some or the other way. I know I'm not a regular student or regular to the classes. I joined very late, ma'am Mataji, so maybe second, third or fourth canto, I think I got to know about this. And since then I tried to join as many sessions as possible, but due to work and other things, even on weekends also sometimes, I couldn't make it. But I feel happy that I'm connected with you all and I learned a lot of things from you. At the same time, I feel sad that I could not hear few things. So that keeps me in thinking that, okay, I need to learn that, I need to learn that, I need to learn that. So at least thinking about for future things. Mataji, I wanted to say something that about Sukadeva Maharshi. He taught about this in 1 week to Parikshit Maharaj. But you took 2 years to, we are living on that one actually. You spend more time than what
That's a good one, Prabhu.
Yeah, so you spend more time, more effort, more energy to explain us about this one for 2 years. Even after that, we hear something and then we keep forgetting. At least I keep forgetting, and then again I come back, and then we keep jet level and the helicopter level and car level, all the 3 speeds, 3 modes. It was very good, Mataji, to fix like what is what, where, and which canto and all. That was very nice for last 3-4 weeks, Mataji. Thank you so much for that. So as everybody covered already, so I don't have to repeat them, but I'll just quickly say a few things about each of them, what I like most. So obviously, Bhakta Prahlad is what I used to remember, but now Prahlad Maharaj, and then Dhruva Maharaj, and then followed by Ambarish Maharaj. So these are the ones which most famous things in Bhagavatam that we learned from or heard from the childhood onwards. And one thing about Ajamil story was, when I was like very young, I was reading the story without knowing for my grandmom. I was not aware of all these details at that time, like 6th, 7th standards, or maybe that time. That was by occasional, coincidental actually. So my name is also Venkatnarayan, by the way. So I thought, okay, just as Anapayini Mataji said, like, I was saying Narayana at the last is good enough. So why do we have to worry about entire life here? So we'll come back when the time comes. We'll say Narayana. We are done. Anyway, it's my name only. My name is also same. And whenever people say about Narayana, people used to call me as Narayana. So then I said, okay, it reminds me also. I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll have someday. But it's not that easy. I know, we all know that. So then I was learning the Bhagavad Gita from other Ujjvala Mataji from other area, which I might have mentioned to you. So then I connected with your names, like Mataji's, both the Matajis with the same your name. I thought like maybe this is a kind of title in the ISKCON, is what I thought. Because you are like kind of elevated, like next level, third or fourth level kind of thing, because you both speak at the same level. So then I thought, so maybe I'm glad that I got connected with you both, for Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And as I said, like Sukadeva Maharshi took 1 week, but you took 2 years to keep us in the same path. So otherwise I hear and then forget, and then again once we hear, after the work or before the work, we remember that. When we come to the work, I forget everything and I get into only in the work only, involved in the work only. I know that we have to keep remembering him, Ananya Chintayantamam, but it doesn't happen actually in practice. Now, that's why I feel happy that I'm connected with you all whenever I see, whenever the session is going on. I wanted to be in touch with you all so that I don't forget these things.
Yes.
Whatever the bhakta we are, but we have to be in the association of the.
Yes. Key.
Otherwise, we keep hearing, we keep forgetting, at least I keep forgetting. I don't say everybody. So thank you so much, Mataji. As I said, like Ajamil story, all these stories are practical. I used to hear them as a story, but now I understand the internal meaning or the depth of it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. I don't want to repeat again, but it's and I like two things the most what we discussed last 2-3 weeks. Kunti Maharani's prayers. She's asking for more troubles to her so that she can remember him. So that we all, at least I also need, like I have some health issues. I think that I relate that way. Okay, whenever I get pain, I need to remember him. So that way, at least some of my sins are getting rid of it. At the same time, my prarabdha is getting rid of it. So those kind of things. And Markandeya Maharaj. So Markandeya Maharshi. So he wanted to see something which is extreme. He saw that. So we being in the, at least I being in the physical world here, we are all around the things here. But what we have to direct is I have to divert the direction to the right way. Otherwise, as I said, like once I get into work, I keep remembering everything else except Bhagavan. But when I come back out of that, when I keep joining these sessions and when I keep learning something or other thing, then I said, okay, that's our physical material world. That's not our real time, real life. This is our real life. So that's why I wanted to be in touch with all of you. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving me this opportunity. And I wish I would continue with all of you to.
You are Prabhu. Please do continue. Glad to have you.
I still miss a lot of sessions, Mataji. Whenever I miss it, I think about it. I'm missing. So Viraha Bhakti, something like that. And one thing about since childhood, obviously we all know that Krishna's Leelas. So Govardhanagiri, which was kind of we thought, okay, that's kind of story. But actually, that has all the rasas in it. And it has shown that, I was thinking that, do the people do not know that he is already a god? So I was thinking about all those things. Now I'm connecting all the dots here. I might ask you multiple questions also, that I have the cinema knowledge kind of thing, or story knowledge from the other side. But that's actually not 100% true, but it's giving some indication.
Idea.
What it is. Now I'm trying to connect the dots and trying to make a story out of it, or the meaning out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji. I don't want to take entire time here.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you. Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radha Rani ki jai. Guru Parampara ki jai. Thank you. And thank you, Prabhu. Acharya Sevak Prabhu. That's who I see on the screen. If you're not asleep yet, Prabhu. Acharya Sevak Prabhu Radhakunda Mata. You are still sitting there straight. You didn't move. You didn't lie down. Huh? Still sitting there straight. Good. Your turn. We can't hear you, ma. Are you on mute?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Yeah.
Mataji, we are really blessed, Mataji. Like last 2 years, you have been giving them nectar. So we can feel that, and it's been happening every week. So everybody's said the same thing. But we are really blessed to have you like explain everything, even if we read one time, but we are not getting, like, even if it was just reading, but now you explained really very well. So it was we can digest very well to understand the things, how the story goes, what is Bhagavatam and all, right? So I'll not go with everything, but I'll just like stress upon the association, like how the association is working here. So like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, how like lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy, like moments association will help you. So Narada Muni got that kind of association, right? And like if you want to have the association of the pure like Krishna conscious devotees and engage, like who is engaged in the devotional service, So that is the that is where like you can get the you can do the advancement in the devotional journey. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says Yasya Prasada, by mercy of the spiritual master, the mercy of the spiritual master, you get the mercy of Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Bhagavad Prasada it's revealed because of that Bhagavad Prasada, you're getting that revealed mercy revealed in mercy from the spiritual master, how to attain Godhead, right? So yeah, these are the main things. I think sadhu sangha is the main thing, and if if as a ma- as, as we are in the material world, we have a lot of attachments, right? So attachments cannot be you cannot get out of the attachment just like that. So what you need to do is you just transfer that attachment. Simply need to be transferred, instead of you can get rid of it. You can't do that. So because you are in the material world, so you have to transfer that. So if you want to transfer that, you have to go through the devotional service or bhakti yoga. So that's where you can easily transfer and focus your mind to the devotional service.
Transfer the attachment to who, Prabhu? Lord Kapila says.
Yes, Lord Kapila says.
Lord Kapila says, Prasanga majaram pasham atmana kaviyo vidur. Sayeva sadhu sukruto mokshadda dvaram upahritam. Sadhu, a saint, a sadhu, sadhu guru. Yeah, our attachment to sadhu guru. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
And one more thing is Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, Kita Janma Hoye Yatha Tuya Das, or thus if you pressed, he pressed to take a birth as an insignificant insect in the association of devotees. If you can get that kind of chance, to be just an insignificant insect in the sadhu's house, so then you get the association, and you're getting the I don't know how to explain.
The sadhu sangha, that's the theme we are trying to touch, huh, Prabhu?
Yes,
The Bhagavatam, you're trying to touch the theme on sadhu sangha, that particular aspect.
That should be our main goal.
I hear you. Yes.
Continue our journey in the devotional service.
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, as a matter of fact, every pure devotee, after offering the praise, even to Bhagavan also, Bhagavan is right there. And he asks, what do you want? I need the sangha of a sadhu, please. I need the sangha of a saint, please. Because with the sadhu comes Krishna and Krishna Seva, Nama. The whole package deal is just right there. So, yes, Prabhu. Sadhu, sangha, sangha of a sadhu. The definition of sadhu. Sadhava sadhu bhushanam. Titikshava karunikaha suhrudo sarvadehinam ajata shatrava shantaha sadhava sadhu bhushanam. That's sadhu sangha. That saintly person with those saintly qualities. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. And Radhakunda Mataji, something? It's okay to speak.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. We could hear.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you.
I'm really good listener, I think, but I don't know how to say. But it's really helpful. After all the classes, Mataji, when we are reading, personally, when I'm reading, I can recall in any topic. I can see the slides while reading and how you are explaining. It's really helpful to me.
Yeah.
And every day, every Friday class, Bhagavatam class means, I think after 10th canto, you mentioned Krishna is the real hero. Connected to the movie. So after that, every time when the Bhagavatam class means, we are coming to the Krishna's movie.
Real heroes movie. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. The Supreme Lord, the Supreme Sweet Hero. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Hari Hari. Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radha Rani ki jai. Guru Brahma ki jai. And okay, we will go with Pranav Prabhu. The other three devotees, we will Telugu, all of them are Telugu speaking, but I think it's in your best interest that you may want to speak now. I know it's past 10 o'clock, but on Sunday, we do not know when the session is going to end. So you three also please get ready. Raskrita Mataji, Vamanhar Prabhu, Pran Pavit Prabhu. But Pranav Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu. If you are there behind the screen. Yes, Prabhu. Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, can you hear me properly?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji, as all devotees, as I won't repeat too much, but overall, thank you so much. I was just thinking, like, it's since when we started the first class, when you were explaining the Bhagavatam summary, and now it's like almost 2 years, and it's like so wonderful that this journey where, week after week, every Friday you are bringing, like, Krishna's wisdom to our knowledge, our life. So thank you so much for that, Mataji. I like, since all my childhood, most of the times, like, my parents used to tell me stories about this Bhagavatam, like more in the stories form. I never kind of got to understand like so much depth that you explained. Like, what I really liked about the classes, Mataji, is like how you systematically explain, like how you kind of diversified like each and every canto into different section, like different topics. Like I was trying to remember for the canto one, like if I remember, you mentioned about like how canto one you divided into like 4 topics, where topic 1 you were talking about like 6 questions of Narasimha stages, like and then the following chapters, like the answers for them. And then following that, like how the Naradvya Samvada came about, and then you were explaining like how when Vyasi, when he wrote so much of Vedas and everything, he was still not satisfied. And then when Naraji came and told him the real reason behind it, and that's how the actual Bhagavatam appeared, basically. So, and then like there was a whole story of Naraji's, like when he was telling his own pastime, like how he lost his mother, and then like he got the darshana, and then how like Krishna told him, like, next life, like you will still continue with this, but then you will further glorify me wherever you go. So like I really like the way you kind of explain. And then I think after that was in the first canto, you mentioned about like prayers of Bhishma Dev, Kunti Maharani, Uttara Stuti, and then all the Dwarkavasis Stuti. And then in the end, like how I think you explained about how the Pandavas retired, then how Krishna goes away, and then like how the Parikshit Maharaj, when he enters in this, and like his curse. And like I really like the way that you for each and every canto you divided into like different topics, and then within different topics then you went really depth into each one of them. So thank you so much for that, Mataji. And I think in each canto, little bit, like from what I can remember, I think canto 2 it was more about like the cosmic form of the Lord, like how the Lord manifested and everything. And then little bit about I think there was this story about this little bit past time about Sri Sukdev Goswami, about like how he was liberated even in the womb actually, and how he was walking away from all the material attachments right from the birth. Then Canto 3, I think main was the Kapil Dev's teachings to Dehuti ji, like emphasizing more on the pure bhakti, like how pure bhakti is going to destroy all your material attachments. Then I think from the whole Bhagavatam, for me, like my most favorite pastime is about like Dhruva Maharaj, about his whole story, about how like from mother Suruchi tells her no to sit in father's lap, but then and then Mother Suniti then kind of tells him, like, that if that's the way, then if you want to sit, then that's the only way. And then I think you had explained in the end, like doing like pure devotion to Krishna, right? Like even though you started with material motivations, but because doing this bhakti, it kind of purified his desires basically in the end. So, but for me, like in whole Bhagavatam, I think I really like the Dhruv Maharaj story the best actually. And then I think in 4 canto, we also, there was a story about how, about Daksha's pride and arrogance, mainly towards Lord Shiva, and then like the whole destruction journey basically after that. But then like Lord Shiva being such a magnified Vaishnava, like how he forgave Daksha even after being so much of, even after being so much insulted. Then I think Mataji, Canto 5 was more about Rishabdev. I don't remember much, but I think a lot about Rishabdev is like how, being a king, he still how he still forgave everyone, and then was very much down from what I remember. And then Mataji, Canto 6, again, wonderful story about Ajamila, like how he, even though indirectly he spoke the name of, even though he took the holy name indirectly, like showing the potency of Krishna's names. And then the story of Indra and Vritrasura, I would like Vritrasura still being a demon, but because he was completely surrendered to the Lord, he still attained salvation. And then a little bit story about his previous life, about when he was Chitraketu Maharaj, and how he got the curse through Mother Parvati, and because he, I think, laughed at them or smiled at them, I think, for that part. Then again, wonderful pastime about Prahlad Maharaj in Canto 7, showing that, God will always protect his devotees, pure devotees, and like how the fierce avatar of Nrsimha Dev appears. And I think in Canto 8 about Gajendra Moksha, like, how, like, if you completely surrender to the Lord, then Lord will somehow come in all forms. He will come, and, he will always be there for you, basically. Canto 9, again, like stories about Amrish Maharaj, if I remember. And then Canto 10, again, all the wonderful pastimes about Lord Krishna, like as Josna Mataji said, you mentioned like the actual hero of the story has arrived now. So that was so wonderful, Mataji. I didn't attend that much of Canto 11 and Canto 12, but I think overall for all these past 2 years, Mataji, it's been a lot of deep learning for me, lot of deep understanding for me. So thank you very much, Mataji. Like I think all thanks to all the devotees as well who has created all these recordings in the YouTube videos. So even sometimes, right, when we feel that we are missing something or we are trying to go somewhere, you can always go back and have a look at that. So in the end, like, thank you so much, Mataji. As I said, like week after week, like every Friday, you kind of make sure that you bring Krishna into part of our life and kind of enhance our spiritual journey. So thank you so much, Mataji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Pranab Prabhu. ये सब आप बात कर रहे हैं, Pranab Prabhu. You were behind the scenes these 2 years, and as you are saying, first canto Mataji, second canto, third canto, मैं सोच रही हूँ वहां निकुंज विलास मत कुछ बोल रहे हैं क्या, और नोट्स उनका नोट्स पढ़ रहे हैं क्या भाई?
नहीं यार, मतलब
You
उनका
were
नोट्स दिया नहीं.
invisible, Prabhu, all these
Yeah,
years, and अब
yeah, no.
देखना canto wise, awesome, Pranab Prabhu. Impressive, Pranab Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to you, Mataji, for all this.
Pleasure, Prabhu. Gems. Some gems are hidden behind the screen, and thanks
No,
to
no,
this
Mataji,
episode,
no,
all
that's
the
it.
gems are coming
Yeah.
out. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
And thanks to Harivan Prabhu and Pranpavit Prabhu for those videos, Prabhu. Definitely.
Mataji.
Thank you. We all thank you so much to you both, Harivan Prabhu, Pranpavit Prabhu. Those videos, recordings. Soon after the Katha, the recording goes there. Thank you. Yeah,
Thanks to
you.
you, and thanks to all the devotees, Mataji. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. So, yeah, Pranav Prabhu, Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Radha Rani Ki Jai. Guru Parampara Ki Jai. Pranav Prabhu, that was awesome. Behind the screen, ekdam up. Last session mein aa gaya. Nikunja Vilasni Mataji. I think you said no.
Yes.
You are on mute, Mataji.
Oh, sorry, Mataji. Actually, Prabhuji is in Baltimore, so he's not even home. He's with Madhav in Baltimore.
Although we are in a hotel room right now, so
But
yeah.
it is even more special, huh, to join this last session with us. I'm glad you have decided to be on the screen, at least on the last day, Prabhu.
Sure.
Shining jewel we could see. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thanks to all your service, Mother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Haribol Madhava, wherever you are, you.
He's on another call, Mataji. But yes, thank you. Yes.
Take care, Prabhu. Thank you. And yes, Raskrida Mataji, Vaman Har Prabhu, and Pran Pavitra Prabhu. Yes, please. Raskrida Mataji, you want to go ahead?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I don't know, Mataji, where to start, how to start, because of hearing all of the reflections and the katha. So I lost. Like
something I know after hearing all that. If there is something that you think that somebody has missed sharing, yes, you may please go ahead. Or something that you really liked so much that you could not forget, in spite of all these devotees speaking, what their reflections are. Please go ahead, Mataji. By the way, happy birthday to you, Mataji.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Actually, I'm with so much with Nitai Gona Prabhuji, Mataji, because I have so much books and so much notes, but I don't want to go with all those. And whatever it is coming on my mind, so I just want to go ahead and express how much in depth, like, first of all, I just want to thank you, Mataji. So thank you is the word is very, very little for me right now, because but still I'm saying that is a thank you, because it's been 2.5 years we did together. So in the first day itself, you said like we are going to do this worshipping puja together, hearing and that. So that day I was realized, oh, this is the puja going with it together. So hearing is also going to call as a puja. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and listen. So, and this mercy came like my my Chaitanya Chandra. So because every Sunday, at least I could sit and take the notes. So Friday, it's only going on like just hearing, but the Sunday I can take the notes and analyze and what is being said. So that way, this entire Bhagavatam, Mataji, so in any time, if anybody asks me, I can only remember that 10 subject matters, Mataji. So that 10 subject matters, and somehow the other I learned that sloka also.
That's the whole reason it was repeated every time, whenever it is.
Yeah.
So by the end of the session, all of us, that's how we will remember the shlokas, when there is a repetition and when we hear that contextually with explanation. So that was intentional, Mataji. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So like I just want to say the sloka, Mataji. Atra sargo visargasya sthanam poshana utaya manvantara ishanu kada nirodho muktiyashraya. So fortunate, Mataji. Like we are getting the shelter, and in that we got the shelter, but we didn't even understand it. But after hearing all these subject matters of Bhagavatam, so I feel like oh my God, how much precious gift it was given, and without knowing that how much we are neglecting that. We thought maybe okay, is the Diksha is going, and also we got the second Diksha, Harinam Diksha, and after the, so it's like I don't even get that understanding of the bhakti. So I got the real definition of the bhakti, Mataji. And when you say your prayers, like come to that hard heartness, to the soft heartness. So that make me think, so why is keep on saying that where is that hard heartness? And that Sattva series, so it's like it helped me a lot, Mataji, for understanding, for the katha and practicality. And each and every canto, there is a lot, Mataji, to talk,
but it's touching on my heart is like Gajendra Moksham, because we feel like, okay, whatever we have, we are so good. But when we hear that Gajendra Moksha story, so how he was like, even though one drop of honey is making him very happy, even though he's getting the blooded with the crawling on his legs on like what do you call, Mataji?
Crocodile is biting, right?
Yeah, biting. So he didn't even notice that how much he got bited. So like that, we are in this material world, and every day we are having so much things, and one after the other we are getting smoothed, but we didn't even understand where we are going. So this katha has helped me a lot, Mataji. So my faith increased. Is because I learned what is the contaminations and what is the sinful actions, how we can get rid of those, and how can we pull from the lower modes, and how can we get into sattva, and sattva is how much important. And this katha, how each and every Dhruva Maharaj, Prahalad story, and Ajamila and Kapila Maharaj, because we thought, okay, being in the like Sanatana Dharma, okay, we are doing all the worshipping puja, and that is going to make me like do whatever the liberation or something. But for understanding what is that goal, what is the liberation, now I won't even think about liberation, Mataji. I don't even think about liberation. I don't even think about coming back to the earth again. I just want to be this Premi Bhakta. So I want to be Bhakta always serving. And
mission
I want
accomplished, Mataji. If we are feeling like that after Bhagavata Shravana, then mission accomplished.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
It's like I don't even feel anything. Like it's like you said, it's nothing is coming in the mouth, Mataji. Everything is on the tongue. But it's like Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. So it's like whenever we are juicing that, rejuicing, so it's like coming out. So the fruit, it will ripe. So definitely it will ripe.
Yes.
So it's this katha give me a lot, Mataji. It's not a single word, it's a lot. It's everything. For me, it's everything.
Thank you.
It's from first canto to last canto. Is because it's not my thing. I'm going to give everything, the mercy, to my deities or Guru and the Gauranga and you. Because of you all mercy, I can able to hear.
I will take those words actually now, because I need to take those words because of the mercy that is coming to me from above, from there, and around from you all. We are sharing it. We are sharing it, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah.
This
Without
is
the mercy, I can't even do it, Mataji. So the mercy came for hearing both. So Friday and the Sunday, and the Friday, because he's hearing again and again. It's the because that nectarian katha is whole week, because somehow the other we have the another Bhagavatam kathas is also going on the week. So it's releasing me, like, so think about it and introspect what is trying to say, and what is this take home point is how we are going to introspect ourselves and how we can go forward. So all those stuff, Mataji.
Thank
so
you.
I'm so
Thank
grateful.
you.
I'm so glad I'm connected with you all. So
And with
thank
the
you, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Rasakadi Mataji. And happy birthday to you again. Hare
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai. Srimati Radha Rani ki
Rani ki jai.
Guru Param.
Nitai Chaitanya Chandra ki jai. All assembled devotees ki jai.
We have two more devotees, Vaman Hari Prabhu and then Pran Pavitra Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you're still awake. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for being with us this long time. You're not asleep yet. Please go ahead.
I don't have too many points like other devotees, because we were all thanking you for giving us these classes and training us. But I also one other set of thanks to all the devotees who are attending the classes regularly. I'm not one of them, but
Please include yourself and definitely all of you, Prabhu. It's a package deal. We are all here a package deal. Yes, Prabhu.
like Lalita Priya Mataji and Anapayani Mataji said, you were like, I was going to say this anyway, Sukadeva Goswami taught Parikshit Maharaj and Sutta Goswami Sati told this Bhagavatam to Savanakadi Munis. Like that, you taught us all Bhagavatam in these 2 years, and they kind of said the same thing what I had in mind. And you were saying something about Telugu. I have 2 points to say about Telugu. One is, by hearing Bhagavatam repeatedly, what happens? Some preacher said, if you say Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam like that 10 times fast, then it comes to Bhagavatamu. We become Bhagavatamu. That's what happens, and you can tell it in English. Vatanama said, why he is writing Bhagavatam? Paliketidi Bhagavatamata. Vaadu Ramabhadrundata. Ne palikina bhava haram agunata. Palikeda verundu gada palikega nela. You can tell this in English, Mataji.
Prabhu is saying a shloka in Telugu. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I can say it in English, but it's glorification of the Bhagavatam and how a reciter of the Bhagavatam is actually is being empowered by Bhagavan. Bhagavan is speaking through the Bhagavatam reciter. That's, yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
And we all heard about the fruits eaten by bird becomes more sweeter. And we heard about Sukadeva Goswami telling Bhagavatam became more nectarious. And similarly, the comments about Bhagavatam by our acharyas and classes about teaching Bhagavatam, and also like you teaching Bhagavatam in these 2 years, it has become more sweeter and sweeter, easy to digest. That's one. And Venkatnarayan Prabhu said something about every time we have some problems, our bad karma is washed away. We used to have a devotee locally in Austin. She had so many problems, gallbladder, heart, cancer, so many. Every time she used to have some problem, oh my, more of my bad karma is being washed away, or something like that. That I remember when Venkatnarayan Prabhu said that. And another point, Mataji, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Although we had only once a week Bhagavata Seva, you gave us so much material which we cannot study or in all the 7 days, remaining 7 days. So that much material you covered in 1 day. And they say, Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So our bhakti is getting more stronger and stronger by reciting or studying Bhagavatam. And one more point, Anapayani Mataji mentioned, not today, but you mentioned the other day, she wanted to postpone study of Bhagavatam to her next life. But after hearing your classes, she started reading Bhagavatam in this life and going strong, as we observed in her reflection. And by recapping about the previous class, the beginning of the class, and at the end of the class, what was discussed that day, you were recapping. By that, we understood it and retained more and more. And the PowerPoint presentations were very helpful to understand the subject matter. And hopefully, we will continue to study Bhagavatam daily, which was recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami. But 5 things we should do: study Bhagavatam every day, associate with Bhagavatas of the devotees every day, chant Maha Mantra and deity worship, and live in a holy dham. And once more, thank you very much, Mataji, and thank you all the devotees attending the Bhagavatam classes. That's all I have, Mataji. Sri Sri Radha Shyam Sundar ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Guru Parampara. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Vamana Hari Prabhu. Thank you for your kind words, Prabhu. And we see Mataji also there. Hare Krishna and pranams to Mataji also. Well, take all the words from you as blessings, Vamana Hari Prabhu. Thank you so much. And yes, thanks to Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, Bhagavata Vidyalaya, for the pictures that Prabhu allowed us to use that for Bhagavad Pravaha. So definitely thanks a lot to Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. And one more thing was, Prabhu, as you're mentioning, you my pranams to you, our pranams to you, Vaman Hari Prabhu. At this age, you are such a steadiness in devotion, and you are setting such an example for us all, Vaman Hari Prabhu, in your humility, in your steadiness, in that age, still going on with devotion. So thank you for that too, Vaman Hari Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Keep hearing. Last time Guru Maharaj came, I told Maharaj that with the age, I'm not able to function all the faculties. And you can at least hear. That's all he told me.
Yes.
Hear. Keep hearing.
Yes.
Whenever
Yes.
possible, I try to attend the classes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Prana Pavitra Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. My pranams to you, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru, and Gauranga.
Pran
My
Pavitra
pranams
Prabhu,
to you.
you are from India and it is daytime there. It is very much evident in your voice. All of us here, we are in the night time and you are alert as if you just got up from the sleep. Good to hear that voice, which is very alert and awake. Please go ahead, Pran Pavitra. We need that few more minutes.
Mataji, actually, I was actually in the middle of sleep. I don't know Krishna. I taking it as Krishna's arrangement. I was working until 5 a.m. and I slept. And I slept. I really feeling bad. I did not hear all the devotees' reflections. But I have recording. Thanks for that. I am going to listen back on that. Yeah, but let me start. I'm speaking definitely in the sleep mode, Mataji. So please forgive me. For me, I'm not even reviewed any of my notes, so directly coming on my heart, whatever I remember from Srimad Bhagavatam. For me, Mataji, Srimad Bhagavatam and your WDC workshops, it is non-different for me. I see you taking everything from the Katha, and wherever possible, whenever possible, you are trying to give us that Katha which can bring the real bhakti in our lives. So to start with, Mataji, this Srimad Bhagavatam was the pure mercy given to myself and my family, and especially the service. That's what I remember, and that's what I'm going to remember throughout my life. Whatever the small service recording, that made my life smooth actually. So service, the first word come to my mind is service when I look back and see Srimad Bhagavatam. The informational knowledge versus the transformational knowledge. So para vichar, apara vichar, we need to always wear that lens. whatever katha we are hearing, whatever service we are doing, the paravichar, aparavichar is what mainly got struck to me through the Srimad Bhagavatam. And in simple 3 words is like, who is Bhagavan, what is real bhakti, and who are real bhaktas. So these 3 things, this is all about Srimad Bhagavatam. So there is no qualification to know who is Bhagavan unless we see and listen and learn from the real bhaktas like Kunti Maharani, Bhishma Dev, Dhruva Maharaj, Vidura, like so many pure devotees, Narada Muni. So I feel like, Mataji, you were definitely Sukadev Goswami for us, but we are not did the justice because of whatever material constraints and modes we are in. Parikshit we couldn't at least I didn't myself in the mood of Parikshit Maharaj, but you are definitely there giving us the katha in the mood of Sukadev Goswami for sure. When I remember Kunti Maharani, I immediately remember remembering Krishna and inviting more problems just to again remember Krishna. So that is very special from Kunti Maharani prayers. It is not easy, and it is not easy. Like if everything is going fine in our life, then we don't even bother much. But when we're really having any troublesome in our life, then are we able to really remember Krishna? That is the take heart point from Kunti Maharani's prayer. And Bhishma Deva is like thinking, feeling, and willing of Bhagavan. So just do everything for Bhagavan and always think about him, always feel for him and his devotees. And Vidura is definitely a special heart in my heart, Mati, for Vidura, because I learned a lot the early katha of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I think devotees already covered. The one point I wanted to cover is talk or act when others are receptive to you. When others are not receptive, they are in a different mode for whatever reasons. So you need to step back. So that is definitely helped me a lot in bhakti so far. And all the pain given by others should be taken as Krishna's arrangement, not by that person is causing to you or that situation is causing to you. That is Krishna's arrangement. So in my life, there are situations in last 2.5 years. Immediately, it was not possible for me also, but after sitting back and taking a pause and thinking about it and treating that as a Krishna's arrangement was really worked as a gem for me. So that's from Viduras. And what to talk about Dhruva Charitra is one of the topmost take heart points for me, especially the Sunita Mata and Surichi, like self-centered bhakti and remembering God even in deep sorrow and praying God in the best solution given by mother to the 5-year-old Dhruva. That is like even not deviating in whatever situation you are, Nitya Dharma, Naimitika Dharma, all these words, Mataji, Vaishnava Seva, Namaruchi, Jivadaya, because of your mercy, because of all the Gurujanas' mercy coming through you to us, we are able to, and not just the mere words, but we had that realized knowledge of those meanings of those words and able to practice bhakti a little bit. And whenever I feel down, I remember these 3 things. Like in devotional life, we should have patience, tolerance, not only to others, but to ourselves. So when I look back and see my notes, you covered everything in the past already. Whatever so-called 6 sessions we had for Sattva, also you already touched upon that. It is my knowledge level which I couldn't understand. I see that, oh my God, this has been said like a year ago. This has been said already 2 years ago. So I feel, Mataji, I am blessed. Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, we generally use it for like the real sadhus, but for me, you are the Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha. Through you, whatever moments I associated with you, that is for me like Bhagavata Katha, Bhagavata Pravaham, not just that Fridays and Sundays Katha. I definitely, that's why I don't feel like Bhagavad Pravaham is completed. I not even have feel of 1% because I think I am assured I'm still going to have your association in my life. And Guru Vani is eternal. So we have this katha, and this is going to stay with us eternally. It is not like 2 years done. And we might hear again Srimad Bhagavatam in the future from a different speaker. We don't know, but this particular 2.5 years of sessions going to stay with us. And yeah, thanks for Harivenu Prabhu and you for allowing me to give that service little bit where I could get extra mercy, I would say. Thank you, Mataji. So patience, determination, and enthusiasm, these 3 things plays a key role in bhakti journey. This I learned from the Canto 4 through Dhruva Charita. I always try to remember these 3 words whenever I feel something going not as in my favor in life. So that determination, all this is like not by myself I could do it. This is only possible because of someone who I am associating. They are already practicing it. So they are doing the achar. So your achar is what helping me and devotees, not just your katha. I would say katha, to whatever extent we try to introspect, it cannot get into the realized knowledge, Mataji, but your act, the way you talk, the way you give that space for us during the conversations, you let us speak, we see that. That is more for me than the actual katha coming from you. I think I will take the rest for the Sunday. At least I will be a little more prepared. But this is what in my mind, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pranpavitra Prabhu. I know it's kind of little late, dear devotees, but I want these words to come out. Most often, my barrier for service is not something from outside. I actually feel how much I am not qualified to speak Bhagavad Gita. That I have to say. I think I might have said to the devotees every now and then, because I'm clearly aware of my disqualifications in so many ways. So many ways. So that's my greatest limitation. But the seva goes on because this is the shelter that the Gurujana gave, and this is the only shelter I have. So that's why the seva goes on, knowing that I am so much not qualified, not only to speak Katha, there are zillion disqualifications. So, but when you are mentioning these dear devotees, I take them as blessings. I simply take them as blessings, and I seek your blessings and prayers. And again, I'm after all a conditioned jiva. I just the shelter. Our Gurujana are very merciful, and you devotees are So kind. So kind that you give your association. You give your association. And dear devotees, I'm actually falling short of words to express my gratitude in specific to you, actually. Because despite many limitations, many shortcomings, I am totally aware of limitations, shortcomings, all that package deal list. Despite that, we are walking together, and that is your big-heartedness. I feel very relieved saying these words, acknowledging your big-heartedness. So please pray. Please pray. Yeah, I think we'll leave it here otherwise. And one more thing I wanted to mention was, yeah, you may not realize, and if I say it, it may sound, I don't know how it sounds to you, maybe a little exaggeration or not. But you don't know, whenever I meet you, think of you, and when I serve with you, you do not know how special you are. I may not say it. And this is the only time I'm kind of saying it. But you are, dear devotees. You are, dear. You are. And thank you for your kindness. Please continue to be kind upon me despite many shortcomings, the work in progress. So the final words are, we are all blessed. We are all fortunate. We are given this shelter, and then we cherish. So today, I think these are all sleep words now. Past 10 o'clock, Vana. So we started with English Bhagavata mode of go, 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 and then entering into the Telugu Bhagavata mode, sleepy mode. But thanking Srimati Radharani, Shri Radha Shyam Sundara. This is specific blessings from Vrindavan, Shri Radha Shyam Sundara. And that's why we are offering all of us again and again thanks to Shri Radha Shyam Sundara. And Shri Radha Golokananda's blessing is coming very soon in 2025. So all of us together, we will offer our pranams and gratitude again to Shri Radha Shyam Sundara, Srimati Radharani, to Srila Prabhupada, and to all of us, Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya. And thank you all. You are awake for the celebration. Yeah. So, first, Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki jai, Srimati Radharani ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Next week I will not be here, but you will be here. Please continue the katha. And I hope to join, at least to hear from you if possible, but please continue the katha. Yeah. Hare Krishna and good night to you all.